Okay, so for problem number one, the part A just asks for the 5-number summary, which is just the minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, and maximum. Okay, the numbers are in order. The minimum is 2, the lowest, and the 115 is the max. So if you look at, since I have these divided conveniently, and they will be like this on the test, 4 equal columns of numbers. So if we're right here, 1/4 of the numbers are in the first box and then 3/4 above. So the first quartile will be halfway between 62 and 64, or 63, following the same logic with the first two here containing 50% and 50% above. Halfway between 74 and 75 will be the median. And then the third quartile will be halfway between 81 and 85, or 83. And I'll go ahead right now and compute the interquartile range. Interquartile range. It's just Q3 minus Q1, and that's equal to 83, got ahead of myself, minus 63 is equal to 20. And when we draw our box plot, this will be 20 will be the width of the box, because the box will go from Q1 to Q3, from 63 to 83. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to compute for the lower level the cutoff value for an extreme value. And that's going to be, an extreme value is any value that's more than 3 IQRs from the box. On the lower end, that's going to be Q1 minus 3 interquartile ranges. And so that would be 63 minus 3 times 20, and that's going to come out to be 3. So you should go over to where you have your 2, and I use asterisks for extreme values and circles for outliers. It depends on what software you're using for that, but I like it that way because then I can use O for outlier, and it kind of makes sense there. So on the lower hand, we have one extreme value. And so let's go ahead and look for outliers on that one. And that'll be Q1 minus 1.5 IQRs, or 63 minus 1.5 times 20, and that's equal to 33. And yes, we do have a one here. I'm just going to put the letter O to designate an outlier. And then this value 49 will be the last value that's neither an outlier or an extreme value. So we'll carry our whisker on the lower end down down to 49. Okay, so now on the upper side, I'm going to have for my extreme value Q3 now, because we're going from the edge of the box going up, plus 3 IQRs. And that's 83 plus 3 times 20 is equal to 143. And we don't have any extreme values on this one, so we don't have to worry about that. So for outliers, we'll have Q3 plus 1.5 IQRs, or 83 plus 1.5 times 20, and that comes out to be 113. And so we do have a value above there, so I'm going to put an O there by the 115, and then I'm going to highlight the last number that's neither an outlier nor an extreme value. Okay, I am running out on my battery there. I knew that was coming. So anyway, maybe I can finish this one. When we go to draw our box plot, okay. I guess you guys can probably tell that I have a dog. Pretty excited. Someone's at the door, either that or maybe their squirrel ran by or something. So anyway, our Q1 was 63, and that went to Q3 was at 83. So there's our box. Remember, the width of that is IQR. The median was 74.5. On the lower end, we had an extreme value at 2 and an outlier at 17. And we carried the whisker down to 49, the last value on the lower end that was neither an outlier nor an extreme value. And on the upper end, we had an outlier at 115, and then we extended our whisker to 109, which is the last value that's neither an outlier nor an extreme value.